This is solving a word problem using a system of linear equations, problem type 5. So the first thing you need to do is kind of read through the question, make sure you understand what it's asking you to do. So it's telling you that Mary bought 2 computers, one desktop and one laptop. Okay. So the laptop costs $1,500 more than the desktop, and Mary paid for the computers using 2 different financing plans. So for the desktop, the interest is 3%. The laptop, the interest is 6% per year. It says the total finance charge in 1 year is $360. That's the total finance charge. Okay, for 1 year. How much did the desktop computer cost before finance charges? Well, simple interest is basically the principal, the amount that it costs in this case, times the rate, times the time. And so we're going to use T as here in all of these cases was 1. So we just need to take the amount of each item and times it by its rate. Okay? So let's see, we've got desktop is 3% per year. So that would be, let's call it D for desktop, times 0.03. Okay? And you're going to add that to the cost of the laptop, which let's call that L, times that by 0.06. So L is the cost of the laptop, B is the cost of the computer, the desktop. Okay? And we know that total, when you add this will give us the interest for each part, and together that should add up to $360. Okay? Now we're going to go back up to this part here. The laptop costs $1,500 more than the desktop. Now there's no is word in here, so it's going to be a little trickier to set up. So you got to think about this. I always think about it, okay, if I have the laptop and I have the desktop costs. If the laptop costs $1,500 more than the desktop. So in order to make them equal to each other, I'm going to add $1,500 to the desktop. And you can see the laptop costs $1,500 more than the desktop. That's right into here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to substitute in place of L, right? In place of this L, we're going to put this value right here. Okay, and I like to have my numbers in front of my variables, so I'm just going to rewrite that as 0.03D times D plus, I'm going to say 0.06, put that first, and then times that by D plus 1,500, because that's the same thing as L. And now you have an equation with only one variable, right? We don't have a D and an L, we have just D's. So then just go ahead and distribute this and solve this equation. 0.06D plus, let's see, 0.06 times 1,500 is 90. Okay, so we're going to add these like terms together. That's going to give you 0.09D. You're going to subtract 90 from both sides. That's going to give you 270. And then you're going to divide both sides by 0.09. And that's going to give you 3,000. So you can see the desktop will be 3,000, the laptop would be 4,500. So $3,000. Oops. All right, so $3,000 for the desktop.